Alright, let's make a little video here. It's like August 5th. We've had another pollen flow just happen. I don't know if you can see them down in there. They're taking in pollen, so this is a good sign. Yeah, there they are. Sorry, my camera again. This is a junk. It's everything but a camera. Or a phone, I should say. And this is a little experiment I had on a hive table. Here I've created different things. Its original intent was a mating castle, but that doesn't work out too well. But anyways, these were all the what do you call them, nukes I had available that people weren't interested in this spring. They've really done well. They're not for sale now, of course. They're full-fledged colonies. But this one isn't really done well. I've had to do it on some other ones here on the table, but what's happened is, I had 3 nukes established here. This was a weak queen. She was pulled out. This is also potentially a very powerful one. One thing you have to watch out for, I'm noticing, is that, colonies that are on the ends of an array or apiary tend to pick up tons of bees. So I'm not certain that this is a really, really good queen, although I think it is. But I know that a lot of bees will, drift, and they drift into the colonies on the ends that I've noticed from my own experience. So what I'm going to do here is, the cool thing about this table is I get to use it this year finally. Is that, it was originally intended that if colonies took off, like in this case they're doing, I can pull the divider up here that I created, and once I pull the divider up, then, bees can merge. This one's been queenless for about a week, and they seem to be pretty relaxed. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the divider up here. Again, sorry for all the coloring from the camera, but pull the divider up here, and then all these bees from here, here, and here will merge. So it's kind of like a horizontal, horizontal Langstroth keeping setup. As to how this will work in the winter, I don't know yet, but we'll see what comes. Very healthy. It's too bad no one bought these. These were all beautiful colonies. That over there in the end is superior. But alright, that's it. When I get finished, we'll take a look and see what it looks like, the table, when all 3 of these are opened up. And maybe if I get a chance to take a look at the queen. I think she's really black in here. She's a beautiful, beautiful specimen. Alright, thanks. Alright, as you can see, we've pulled it up. Lots of burr comb. I'm trying to do this one-handed and not squish any. Looks like, these were bees. They're already, sometimes I think, I don't know, they're not all dedicated to one hive. I think this hive to my left over here, as I pulled out the queen from this hive, it just overtook this colony. But, they're totally combining. Beautiful down there. Like water. Clean up that moth is always looking for a little crevice to embed itself in. It's disgusting. So I'll clean up that propolis and moth garbage. Block these dados and introduce the frames that were in here and maybe add some more. And then see if I can dig over here and see if we can find that queen. Alright, so I don't know if you can make her out, but she's there in the middle. I can't look at the camera. There she is. She's got a slight green dot on her. There. I can see her in the camera now. She's a real black queen. Some qualities that I'm looking for is, and she has them, they have to have tolerance. When I say tolerance, I don't want them to go to a swarm state. And, I want them to be highly, highly clustered. This is a overpopulated hive. it's massive amounts. So they have to be able to take the heat on a high population, and and take the heat. I mean, over here, I would say in the afternoons it's well above 100 degrees, and so they need to be able to survive that 100 degrees by essentially living both in and out of the hive. The bearding is immense here in the afternoons towards the sunset. They're just bearded, living. I'd say probably 30% of them are just hanging out on the outside. But I don't want to see swarm tendency because of what we think is overpopulation. So this is a keeper. This is a beautiful hive. As to I'm just kind of thinking to myself, we still have to medicate for varroa in the next couple of months, and it's too hot to do that now. But and how we're going to overwinter this with this kind of population, I'm not too worried about them freezing, but they're just making tons of bee bread, and it's just beautiful. It's like, and these frames they're racked and stacked, at least in the middle here, with brood still. So it's good that I'm getting in here and adding some more frames, and actually adding more bees too from what was left up over here. So those qualities make this is a breeder for next year, totally. She's beautiful. Alright, looks like we finished up. I added 3 more frames, took out 1 mass of honey, so in addition just put extra 2 frames in there, lessing out that big massive frame of honey I took out. That's it. We'll see what happens.